Alrighty, we're left Wheeler yesterday, headed across the top of the old Spencer Gulf through Port Augusta and down the other side, and heading down towards the York Peninsula. So I got to say the weather guides aren't looking too good at the minute. They aren't treating us real kindly. We just got, looking at the weather report, got a whole week of rain coming by the looks of it. So, well, the sun's trying to poke its head out a bit at the minute. So anyway, just heading down towards the York Peninsula. Just had a little overnight stop here at, where are we, Alford?
Yeah.
Alford?
A-L-F-O-R-D.
Alright, yep. We just camped over the back, outside the road over there's a bit of an old sports ground, an old footy oval. It's just a donation there. I got a dunny drop, dump point, get water there, a few covered areas, a free barbecue and all if you want. So anyway, just about to head out. And a little takeaway joining. I'll just spin you around on the side here. Excuse me. All the reviews reckon the food's great here. Pies, homemade pies, cakes, toasties, all the rest of it. So I've just ordered a couple of bacon and egg toasties, a couple of coffees for brekkie this morning. So it's Karimi's Kitchen Takeaway. So I've got the young lace in there getting brekkie for us. That's smelling good already. Alright, so that's the plan at the minute. So like I said, the weather guides aren't shining down on us at the moment. So we're just going to have to see how we go, because most of the camping, or places we want to see down along the York here, is beachside camps and stuff like that. So I don't know, just going to have to see how we go. Just going to wing it, head on down, pull up a few spots, see how we go with the weather. If we've got to park up somewhere for a couple of days and try and sit it out, well, that's what we do. Alright, just about got it ready, so I'm going to hook into that toasty and a coffee, and we'll make our way down on the York. Alright, Moonta. It's a little place here down there, at York Peninsula. It's an old mining town. Used to mine copper here back in the early 1900s. So a bit of a walk around museum outside here. Here are the old rail trucks. Bit of a head frame there. An old winder. It's like an old, maybe an old electric loco or something. There's old batteries in there. Yeah, look at that. That's an old horse-drawn winder. Horses used to be tied up and do circles around here. There's a cable run around the centre drum and haul the kibble up, which is on the ground over here, with ore to the surface. I don't know, I reckon those horses get pretty dizzy going around and around that all day. Alright, a few of you will know what that is. Won't need to explain to the old miners. That's the museum in there. It's not open until 1 o'clock, so it's a bit early. So you can go inside there and check out, no doubt, a heap more history on the joint. A good old Trav's Diner. In town here, it's got used to run trams in town. You can still see a few of the old tram lines in there. So I guess that's what they used to use to pull the carriages around, something similar to that. Yeah. Meals on wheels. Hello, mate. Got a welcoming committee here. How good's that?
I'm doing something wrong here. Won't go down. I can't figure it out.
You try and work it out, darling, you'll get it.
Oh, I don't have time.
Alright, so you want your lovely husband to come and fix it for you?
Yes, please.
Do we get any favours out of this?
Oh.
First, Open the bottom up. So you can make it.
Oh, right. So
Right.
why won't...
Wait. Then put this in.
Why
Now
won't
watch your
you?
finger. No, it's not that hard.
Oh, right, okay.
Loosen this one. Don't just watch the strings, so I'm going to get tangled here. Okay, push that one up. Look, push this one up. Look at that. Ah, check it. And then tighten the knob.
You normally do this.
Hey?
Right, okay. They have to be pegged down though. You can put that away.
Hey, this makes you wonder sometimes. What would you do without me?
I think of a lot of things.
Yeah, I bet.
Just not putting up.
Not putting up clotheslines, not one of them.
Clothesline.
Okay, the plan was we're going to do the beach camps down here on the York Peninsula. Check all them out because they're supposed to be pretty specky. But anyway, we pulled up yesterday at the first one we were going to camp up at, and I tell you, I opened the door and got out the car and just got blown away. The water looked absolutely terrible. The beach was covered in about a metre of seaweed all over it, so it was just, you wouldn't have been able to get out the van. You have to sit there and just sit in the van. So what we decided to do is we've just nicked back into Point Victoria, and we're going to stay here for a few days because also today's not too bad, tomorrow's supposed to be okay, but then after that we've got a shitload of rain coming apparently, a couple of storms, so we're just going to wait it out here for a bit and just do a couple of day trips out from here. So we're going to take off shortly down to a little place just down for a little brewery down there for lunch, so we're going to have a look at that. And so that's the plan at the minute. So we just stayed up at the in Port Victoria, like I said, at the sports complex or sports oval. Just over the back over there is the footy oval or cricket oval. Got a game of cricket on tomorrow apparently. $10 a night. It's got a dump point here. It's got toilets here. We've got water available here. And I'll just swing you around. That's us just camped there, parked up there. So you're amongst all these bit of trees and bush type settings, so we're set back from the oval a little bit. Plenty of room here. There's only I think there's 1, 2, 3, about 6 of us here at the moment, so anyway, that's no big deal, but plenty of room. Like I said, $10 a night, and yeah, so we're just going to wait out here for a couple of days and see what happens with the weather. Alright, well we're going to take, like I said, take off shortly and head to this brewery, sample a few of the brews. Righto! Righto, we're at Minlatin, and we're just calling in here at the What's Cowie Brewing Company. So Misso's already inside, she's already into it. So I'll just take you through and have a bit of a quick look. Got old mate out here, he's getting lunch ready. Well, there she is, already into it. How's that going, Nick?
Not too bad.
All right.
Cheers.
Just give you a quick look around here. Obviously they brew their own beers here, one of those micro breweries. Little kegs over there, barrels doing their thing. Old mate over there looking like he's very important. There he is, give him a wave. There you go, well I've got the mid-harvest one. It's only 3%, because I've got to drive. So we might give one of those tasting paddles a go before we head off. So anyway, dude. Cheers. Happy, what is it? Friday.
Happy Friday.
Oh, I've got to get big. Hey, worker. Right, we go on the paddle. So what do we got here? We got the right off the board, the mid-harvest, new wave something or other. We've got the cider, the beach apple cider, and we've got the pink what's it called? Pink peasy. So the sweet, sour, salty melon flavour apparently. So I know you want to try one of those first. Have a go that one. How's that go?
Not too bad.
Not too bad? Okay, we'll go to the next one. See if we can try that one. That's the cider.
You better start cooking lunch soon. Otherwise I'll be on the floor.
Yeah.
That one's nice.
Nice, alright. Yeah. That's the other mid-strength one. The new wave. Oh, we're getting the thumbs up here.
Yeah. I don't really go for breweries because I don't like
We go for what?
breweries. See? I'm already getting tongue-tied. But they are really nice.
Oh, there you go.
Get the thumbs up for me.
Alright, so if you're in the area, the what's the Cowie Brewing? No, I can't say. Brewery Company here in how do you say the name? Where are we again?
No.
Oh, like I mucked this up already.
Melanton.
There we go, on the York Peninsula. Another one? Oh, you're going to be right, you're going to be on the deck shortly. Go on. There's that go, dude. Franksky bacon and onion chili sauce for lunch.
Very nice, but I'm mangling it.
Go on.
No. Turn it off.
Right.
No.
Oh, this is Baker's Rock campground, and this is one of the places we wanted to camp at. We had a look on the map and that, but you can see how windy it is and how choppy the ocean is. So I don't think it'd be too much fun, but have a look at the campground. This is it's really just a turnaround spot here. Got an old mate parked over here. He's probably got about one of the only spots that you can pull a van in here. And the council want $20 a night to stay here. So if you're not the first one here, you're going to miss out. So I don't know why they don't spread it out a bit more and put a few more bays in, so a few more people can enjoy something like this. So anyway, you could you can see it'd be a cracker spot here if the wind wasn't howling, and you could probably get some good fishing off the rocks and that down there. But anyway, not today, not for us at the minute. Too cold, too windy, and well, we'd have nowhere to put the van anyway. Like I said, it's really only a turnaround spot, and this is supposed to be their campground. Yeah, I think South Australia could probably do a little bit better than this. Alright, let's move on.
Wanna shake the ground, wanna break away, let loose. I'm tired of waiting, gotta make that move. All the neon signs, now they shout to me and you to write our story. Wanna shape the new. Do you wanna come along with me? Come along with me. Do you wanna? And we ain't got nothing, gotta do something, get it right. Gonna keep on running, grab the fun and live it light. And tomorrow's far away, should I let the party fade? And we ain't got nothing, gotta do something, let us go tonight. Got a restless mind, and now I won't let go. So let us be crazy before we are cold. You can take us out, your doubts won't hold us down, 'cause we're gonna light up the sky where we go. Oh, do you wanna come along with me? Come along with me. Do you wanna?
come back and find they've got no warning. On a day like today, wouldn't you put it in?
The only one with an warning in, I think.
Downtown Port Victoria. I don't think I'd like to be out in that today.
Bloody hell, I don't know if you can hear me with this wind. It's about 50 to 60 km/h wind at the moment. Just getting hammered here. Bloody hell. No tinny in the water today, I don't reckon. Bloody hell. At least the sun's out, that's one thing. Well, it's absolutely belting down outside. It's blowing a gale. So, Vic's on onto it. What are you making here, Dee?
Vanilla slices.
Vanilla slices, alright. You got the cream whipping up there. And
The custard, actually.
oh, custard, is it? Alright, there you go. Alright, well hopefully these turn out a bit better than those cinnamon rolls you cooked up there a while back. Right, we'll let it do your thing, and we'll check it out a bit later on that and see how it all turned out, eh? Alright, now's it going over here, dear?
Oh, good.
What have we got? Oh, we got the pink icing. Yeah, good to go?
Yeah.
Alright, looking forward to getting into this.
I'll make a mess when I cook.
Oh, good, you got it everywhere.
I know.
Oh, all good. What else are you going to do on a day like this?
Yeah.
Ain't got any better outside.
No, I know.
Alright, I'll leave with it. I don't want to interrupt you.
Thank you.
Alright, here's the finished product. Pretty happy with that, dear?
I am, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good. Well, the proof is going to be in the tasting,
I
isn't it, I guess?
think this has turned out better than those scrolls that I made.
Yeah, well, that wouldn't have been too hard.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, cut a piece up and
Shut that off.
let's have a taste, eh?
Alright.
Righto. Hey, check it out. Oh, you might get a job at a bakery or something. Hey, you reckon?
Nah.
Alright, let's get into it. I'll just show you, I showed the other week or whatever it was, how we filled the caravan with water when we're off grid. So I'll just show you how we do it when we've got access to mains water or town water, whatever you want to call it. So obviously over there is, we've got potable water. So I'll hook my hose up to that. So what I've done is I've tapped in to here into my mains tanks on the van at the bottom of the tanks. So we'll just take that cap off. So this keeps the dirt and dust out. Put my water on. Oop. Turn the tap on here. There we go. We'll go and turn the tap on over there in a sec. And then what that'll do is that'll fill the water tanks from the bottom and push the air up. And the air will come out of the breathers on the filler caps here. So that way I don't even have to take the caps off. So we'll fill that up now. Show you. Oh, there we go. It was almost already full. I just wanted to show you this. So you can see how it's starting to trickle out the breathers now. So now I know my tanks are full. So we'll just come back here now. Turn my tap off here. That's it. Tanks are full. So this makes it so much easier than trying to put a hose down the filler necks up there, because it just bubbles back. Bubbles back through the fillers, and it's a real bugger of a thing trying to fill from there. So doing it this way, like I said, the water comes in the bottom of the tanks, pushes the air up out of the tank and out the breathers, and you get 100% full tanks. And you just stand around waiting, just watching it wait until it not motorising around inside the.
And it's a lot quicker to fill too.
Oh yeah, way quicker to fill. So not, like I said, not standing there and wait for it to bubble back and getting airlocks and stuff. And how easy is that? So another little tip for you.
This is Point Turton boat ramp. You actually got to get a ticket and pay to launch a boat. Never heard of that before. And then up there is the Point Turton Caravan Park, which we won't be staying. Can't believe how packed it is, and they're squashed in like sardines. Nice little place. No, it doesn't actually really say how much it is.
How good was that? Just stopped at the old Corny Point General Store.
Not horny.
No, definitely not. I wasn't that excited about it. Got some nice couple of dim sims and some tater cakes for lunch, eh? That was good, eh? So we just did the
Your birthday
lunch. Yeah, we had a good feed last night at the
we did.
Port Vic Hotel. That was good. So yeah, anyway, we just stopped at Corny Point. Yeah, and we got, like I said, just got a bit of lunch. So we're just at the a little car park at the beach here. So just quickly spin you around. It's got a little rotunda here, or shelter. There's yeah, a bit of history around the place about back in the day when loading the wheat and stuff, using horses and sailing boats and that sort of stuff. So yeah, very interesting catching reading all this sort of stuff. And you can just see how different times have changed to what happens now. It's all obviously road transport and well and stuff like that nowadays. So you know, yeah, very interesting reading. Just show a couple of little pictures over here. So they used to drag the horse and carriages down onto the, or cast down onto the beach, load onto little barges, and then drag them out to the sailing ships. So yeah, there you go. That's how it was done back all those years ago. Anyway, quick spin around. That's the pretty windy here again today. So hopefully it's going to dry off apparently after tomorrow or today, and get a bit of nice weather for a change. So we haven't got much of that way of that lately. So anyway. Ah, look, we've got the welcoming committee. Couple of emus, some chicks. Oh. Right, we're just coming into the Ennis National Park. We've got a couple of nights booked down here at Stenhouse Bay campground. So we've already got that sorted, so we've got to get a vehicle pass. So I'm not sure where we're heading to. This way, wasn't it?
Well, can't go that way, so
let's go,
we have to go this way.
So yeah, we're going to get our vehicle pass organised, and then we'll head to our camp spot. So let's get that checked out. Oh, we're down at the bottom of the York Peninsula here at the Ennis National Park. So I got here yesterday. So the plan is we're going to spend a couple of nights here, have a bit of a look around the area. So we're staying at the Stenhouse campground, which is just not far inside the park here near Marion Bay. So Marion Bay's only just down the road a couple of k's. They've got a pub there, grocery store, that sort of stuff. So the campground we're at, $24 a night. It'll cost you. You've got to book it online for the South Australian National Parks and Wildlife, or what do they call themselves down here. Pretty spacious sites, you know. That's a quick look around. That's the setup here. So you've got a long drop dunny over there. It looks like they're building some new barbecue facilities over there. The beach is just over there a little bit, probably about 100 metres away. So we'll have a look at that. And yeah, so the plan is we're going to have a bit of a drive around, a bit of a few things to look at, an lighthouse and a couple of beaches, I don't know. Still waiting for the sun to come out. It's just trying to poke its head out at the moment. So we did have a look at the old town site just up the road a little bit yesterday, where they used to mine gypsum there, so we'll show you a bit of that. What you do have to watch out for here is bloody emu droppings everywhere. There's bloody emus everywhere. It must be breeding season too, because most of them have got little chicks with them as well. So yeah, keep your eye out for the emus. All right, well, he's going to pack a bit of lunch, so we can have some lunch when we're out and about, and we'll go and have a look at it all. I don't know. Let's go and check it out. Hey, look what I found.
No. fucking hell, get it out. You've done this once before. Now get rid of it.
It's only a blue book,
I don't care. Just go.
Don't you want to pet it?
No, get rid
It hurts
of
you.
it. Fucking hell, go.
Oh, she's not nice, eh, mate? Alright, I'll let you go, lady. There you go. See you, mate. Done your job.
Look at Mighty. You do this.
Well, this is the old town site at in this national park here, and just in the distance, or just over there, is in this lake or something like that. But I used to mine gypsum here, so I dug it all out over there, and brought it up through what's left of the stands, and I'm guessing some sort of rail system, maybe some old rail lines just here by it looks. Into that, which is what is the old crusher, what's left of it. And I suppose they use it for building and whatever else they use gypsum for. What do they use gypsum for, dear?
I've got no idea.
Anyway, we'll keep wandering around here and have a look what else they got on the at the old site.
Gotta do something, get it right. Gonna keep on running, grab the fun and live it life. And tomorrow's far away.
You can see up here the old got the old buildings from the old township. What's left of them? Yeah, we'll go for a wander through. You see a lot of this sort of stuff on both the Eyre Peninsula and the York Peninsula, the old buildings from back in the pioneer days. They're all made out of rocks and stones and stuff. But heaps of it along here. This sort of stuff, and stone walls. I see the buildings. There's obviously utilised all the materials that were around in the day, and there was plenty of rocks by the look of it.
And we ain't got nothing, gotta do something. Let us know tonight. I'm gonna let my hair down.
Right, do you know how we love a pie or a cake?
We love bakeries.
All right, look at what we just found.
As well
Oh, the old former bakehouse.
as well as pubs.
What have we got anything in here? I think I might have shut it down, mate. It's gonna have a quick squeeze, eh? Oh, check this out. Oh wow, how's that? Look at the old oven in there.
Yeah.
Can't see if there's anything in it.
Oh, something might jump out at me.
No, you're right. What's the worst can happen?
Don't.
Oh, look, see, we've got
wow,
the
it's even got the pizza.
pizza horse is dirty in there.
Wow.
Check it
Isn't
out.
that cool? Oh, can you imagine nice baked bread in this?
Yeah, I reckon I'm hearing you. Right. Old oven.
Oh,
That's the go. Put the roast in there and get your bread up in the other one.
oh, I'd love something like this in our house.
Oh yeah, not going to fit in the caravan.
No, it's not.
Wow. What's out here?
Dining room?
Don't you think? What a bit of a store.
Wow.
Oh, check it out, eh? The old bakehouse. Oh, there you go. Part of the old chalk factory. So there's something else that they make gypsum from gypsum, puff and plaster, chalk. That's the old plasterer's workshop where they used to convert the gypsum into plaster, I guess. Well, what's left of it anyway? I guess what, starting to rain again, really. Alright, let's hang on a hightail it back to the car. Oh, this is a beach just near our campsite here at, I've been saying Stenhouse, but apparently it's Stenhouse campground we were at, or Stenhouse, whatever it's called. Anyway, all right. As you can see, just over the back there, that's our, I don't know if you can see our van over the back, that's the campground just over there. But check the bay out, have a look at this. How nice is that? It's beautiful, isn't it? Unfortunately not quite warm enough to go swimming, but the sun, yeah, the sun's sort of, it's almost there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Finally, we pissed down rain last night, so it was still pretty cool and a bit windy, but anyway, you can see it, look at it, it's bloody beautiful, isn't it? How nice is that? I can imagine if it's been another 20 degrees warmer, sitting down on the beach down there, it'd be nice, go for a swim. And we'll just swing around here, ready? Ah, duck! Alright, so I just around the corner over there, that's the jetty, or jetty's around the corner, we'll go for a bit of a look at that in a minute and check it out.
We're gonna make a big sound. We're gonna break them mold, them mold. Baby, ain't got nothing, gotta do something, get it right. Gonna keep
I'll just down at the jetty down here at hang on, fuck that up. I'll just down at the jetty at Stenhouse Bay here, and you can see behind me there, that's the old workings from back in the day when I used to send a gypsum down from the top down there in the chute, and then load it out on the out the jetty here. And I'll just spin you around and show you. There's the jetty, and yeah, ceased operations in 1974. So yeah, there you go.
living life. And we ain't got nothing, gotta do something, get it right. Gonna keep on running, grab the fun and live it live. And tomorrow's far away, should I let the party fade? And we ain't got nothing, gotta do something. Let us know.
Wow, how's this for a view from up the lookout? Nice bit of coastline, eh? You can see in the distance up there one of the lighthouses, and out in that far island another lighthouse. And swinging back around this way, it's off in the distance over there, that's Kangaroo Island.
Gotta do something, get it right. Gonna keep on running, grab the fun and live it live. And tomorrow's far away, should I let the party fade? And we ain't got nothing, gotta do something. Let us on tonight.
Wow, mate, check that out. Have a look at that. That is absolutely magnificent. Oh, this is the Spencer Point Lighthouse. Out here at Spencer Point. Yeah, I don't know.
It's just magnificent.
I just can't get over the view from up here.
Absolutely beautiful.
It's a bit of a shame I didn't have the other lens on the camera because there's a big pot of dolphins down there in amongst the waves, and I was surfing the waves. So,
That's a seal.
and the seal, yeah, I tried to get the seal. There you go. But anyway, yeah, that looked great. It was a bit unfortunate here too because it's a no drone zone here in the national park, so can't get the drone up, but you can just see what some of the pictures you could get if you're allowed. But anyway, got to abide by the rules. Right, I was just off for lunch, and on the way down here yesterday, we stopped at Butcher. And oh mate, I'll tell you what, he has got some nice meat in there. So we loaded up on the gear in there, steaks and bloody chicken Kievs, and we've got a few bangers too. They look alright. So we're going to do the old sausage and salad, onion type wrap thing for lunch today. And while we also got a couple of potato cakes and stuff for at the little fish and chip shop. But what was that? Corny Beach?
Yeah, corny.
Point
Yeah.
Beach or something. So I had a couple left over. So
Corny, not horny.
no, yeah, corny. That's it. So I'm just going to cook them up a little bit. Well, they're just about done already for lunch. So there you go. There's a nice easy. Even got a spare dimmy too. So See how that goes on the barbie. So we're just about ready, just about done. These snags just about done, eh, Dale?
Yep.
So all right, let's wrap that up in a wrap.
Yeah.
And get into have a bit of lunch. Have a look at it, have a look at it. How's that go, Dale? Into it, come on.
I am.
Right on, get into mine. How good's that, eh? Oh, it just got better. Right, down here at this is Brown's Beach. I tell you, I'll just swing around and show you. Have a look at it. I tell you, I've got to say, the coastline down here on the York Peninsula is probably some of the best I've ever seen. You just don't seem to get tired of looking at it. Wow, absolutely stunning. Even it is a bit of a cloudy day, so yeah, nah, well worth the visit coming down this way to have a look at this, because it's yeah, really nice, really good. Yeah, this is the wreck of the OU Dog. Nice name. Don't know what happened to it. Yeah, obviously this is as far as it went. I don't know. Looks more like to me the SS Minnow off Gilligan's Island. Oh, there you go. Whatever happened to it, it didn't end well. A quick look inside, eh? Oh yeah, there you go. There's the problem. Engine problems. You know, Stormy Kangaroo dance sport.
Got a restless mind, and now I won't let go. So let us be crazy before we're cold. You can take us out, your doubts won't hold us down, 'cause we're gonna light up the sky where we go. Oh, oh. Do you wanna come along with me? Come along with me. Do you wanna? And we ain't got nothing, gotta do something, get it right. Gonna keep on running, grab the fun and live it live. And tomorrow's far away, should I let the party fade? And we ain't got nothing, gotta do something, let us know tonight.
Well, I'm not sure, but there's supposed to be two shipwrecks here. The Ethel and the Ferret. Great name for a boat. So I don't know if that's both from here or just one ship or two, or what's left of them. Anyway, the salt water and corrosion has certainly taken its toll on them. Well, there you go. What's left of them. Don't know the story on it, on how they become to be worked here on this beach, but anyway. This is where they finished up. Oh, I tell you, I think I've had enough of sightseeing today. Just got to get back up these stairs now. And that's me done for the day for the sightseeing, so I tell you what, I'm looking forward to getting the beer into me. Right, I better get this done. I'm too puffed, can't even talk. Oh no, I've had enough today, eh? All the sightseeing down the bottom end here of the York Peninsula. York Peninsula, yeah. Yeah, it's been great, I tell you. I don't know why they don't put car parks a bit closer to what you're it's just sightseeing a bit, I tell you. Everything seems to be always like 1.5 kilometres away. So it ends up being a 2 or 3 kilometre round trip from a car park to whatever you're looking at. Anyway, I haven't done this much walking, I don't think, since I took you to the Westfield Carousel in Perth and took you shopping. That's how much we've done today.
And that was years ago.
I know, anyway, I've made that mistake once, not going to do it again. Anyway, I'm looking forward to having a beer anyway, I tell you, I'm done. I'm spent, I'm tired, I don't sleep well tonight. I think a couple of Great Northern sleep pills will fix that up. I'm hanging for a beer, let's go. I'll just give you a quick rundown on where we're at the minute. We're at Port Julia. It's just on the eastern side of the York Peninsula, adjacent to the St Vincent Gulf. There you go. So yeah, $15 a night here. It's just spin you around. We got it's the Memorial Park, I think it's called here. So I got plenty of room to park up everywhere. Anyway, got a caretaker here that looks after you. He'll take the money off you. You got a dump point. You got dunnies over there, flushing, proper flushing dunnies. There is bore water available here, but you can also get filtered rainwater off the caretaker. I think it's about 5 cents a litre, cheap as. So if you need to top up with a bit of water, you can do that. Not much else in Port Julia here. I've got a little jetty down the road there. It's only a short walk just from here, and a boat ramp, and probably your nearest shops is Port Vincent, which is about, I don't know, 15 k's away or something like that. So you've got IGA stuff there, pub, fuel, if you need to top up with any of your supplies. Yeah, got a good day here today. Wind's dropped off, sun's out, looks like it's going to be pretty good. So I'm going to get the tinny off and get that in the water, and you know, we might even catch a fish maybe. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. So anyway, hopefully I can show you some fish a bit later on, but not holding my breath. All right, I'll get this off and get it in the water, and we'll see how we go.
Ain't got nothing, gotta do something, get it right. Gonna keep on running, grab the fun and live it life. And we ain't got nothing, gotta do something, get it right. Gonna keep on running, grab the fun and live it life. And tomorrow's far away, should I let the party fade? And we ain't got nothing, gotta do something, let us on tonight.
Righto, tinny mission today. What do you reckon, Dale? Feeling lucky? Don't know, not sure.
That's right.
Anyway, we'll go and have a crack. See if we can't get some. Don't know where we're going, but we're going out there somewhere.
I feel like I'm the queen.
I'm doing all the work here. Oh, already, I reckon these razorfish are supposed to be just like scallops. So just put the tinny in the water, and I've got to walk it out because the tide's right out. So there's heaps of them here. I just want a bit of clear water because I've been walking around in it.
There's heaps here.
Oh, that's what they are anyway. Just a shellfish. I reckon the meat's like scallops. Oh, see them. There's Vic drifting away. You ready to catch this? No, no, it won't. Right. So yeah, there's actually fish. I don't know how well you can see down here. Oh no!
I just realised.
I'll just throw it back under water again. Alright, that'll do us. We'll clean these up later and see how they go.
Can't get any more of the exky. Not allowing much room for get any fish.
Alright, we've been out here for how long? About an hour, hour and a half at least. 2 hours nearly. I tell you, not much action here. I don't know where all the fish are gone, but hardly haven't had a bite. I've been bobbing around out here. No good, eh, Dale?
No.
I don't know. We might, I don't know. Once we get out for another half hour or so and head back in if nothing else is going on. I don't know. Look, you got a favourite spot or pick a spot? Jump to the spot and go to it.
I have. What's happening?
We better pick a better spot then. Alright, let's shift to a different spot. See how we go there. Okay. What do you got here, Dale? Oh, look at this.
Oh God!
Oh, look at that. Hey, that's it. Well, what are you going to do with that now?
I don't know.
Just going to tire it out. Alright, let's get this thing off. Righto, this is a razorfish. This is what 30 razorfish look like after you clean them. I'll just grab one out, show you. That's the muscle or the meat part that you get out of that big shell. So you clean all the gunk out of it, and you end up with this. That's it. Out of a shell that big, you end up with that. So anyway, I'm just going to put them in a pan over here. I haven't got it on yet. And just a bit of butter, a bit of garlic, and try it. I reckon it tastes like scallops, so we'll give it a go. Okay. Alright, there we go. Got them in the pan. Garlic butter happening. Complemented by the whiting as well. So that's looking pretty good. So anyway, we'll got the old professional toss happening there. So anyway, I'll give it another couple of minutes and I'll let you know what they taste like. Right, check it out. Here it is. Some nice King George whiting with razorfish. So we'll just try one of these and sort of like a cross between a bit of abalone and scallop, I reckon. Tastes alright though. So, a lot of work just for something that big, but anyway, that tastes alright. Yeah. Well, that's it. I'm tucking into dinner. And a beer, of course. Yeah, they're right. Well, I just had dinner, and just to wash that down with, I just put myself a nice Jack Daniels and Coke. And then just wandered down to the foreshore here at Port Julia. How nice is that? Sunset's just gone down. I'll just swing around here a little bit. Now, I'm not sure if you can see it or not, but way off in the distance over there, you can see the lights on the horizon. Well, that's Adelaide. Now that's looking across the Gulf of, I'm not sure, it's one of these gulfs that they have over here in South Australia. I'm not sure which one it is. There's Spencer Gulf, there's Fleur Gulf, there's lots of gulfs over here. Anyway, there you go, Adelaide off in the distance from Port Julia. How nice. Well, okay, that's the Eyre Peninsula. No, hang on. York Peninsula, sorry, wrong one. Wrong peninsula. Done. So, yeah, I've got to say, it's well worth the look. It's some pretty...
Absolutely beautiful.
I've got to say, but the first week we were here on the western side, we got hammered by the wind and rain, and it was cold and wet. It wasn't much fun to start with, but we sat it out over there. There was a couple of beach camps we wanted to do, but like I said, the weather wasn't with us to start with, and the beaches were all built up, a lot of seaweed and that over that side too, which didn't make it real attractive, I suppose. But you can see what it'd be like maybe after Christmas, it might be a bit better time, maybe, I don't know. So we're in start of November now. Start of November. So anyway, probably the highlight I reckon was probably down at Venus National Park down the bottom.
Oh, that was my favourite.
We camped a few nights down there at the National Park. But yeah, as you would have seen in the vid, the scenery and the coastline down there is just bloody magnificent, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
And we come up the west side, the east side, and spent a few days at Port Julia, got onto a couple of fish, finally. And but anyway, yeah, that's it. We're just going to take off now, away. So anyway, thumbs up for the York Peninsula. Yeah, it's well worth a visit. Just to make sure the weather's right for you down this way. It's about the biggest factor, I guess. All right, so that's it for this vid. So until the next one, keep on rolling.